Hey guys, Chris Goglin here doing another Hearthstone video. Today we're going to be working on the Recruit Hunter deck. I've been using this one for a couple of games now. I think it's like 9 and 2, 9 and 3. Most of those losses, actually all three of those losses, are to Mage. Elemental Mage is just kind of seems like it's a bad, very bad matchup for this particular deck. Um, I'll pull up the list in a second that I'm using, just so you guys can get a look for it, since I don't have any of the overlays. Um, Obviously, it's a deck that's moved up the tier list quite a bit since the most recent nerfs to, well, first to Warlock and Paladin, and then Quest Druid just got hit this week as well with a little mini recalculation of how some effects and things trigger. So this is post nerf 1, post nerf 2 in June here. So the premise behind this deck kind of looks similar to the way the cube lock deck was working, where you're going to use your Carnivorous Cube to clone your Doom Guards to get big charge minions and just kind of rattle off a whole lot of damage, or possibly use it on your Void Lords to get a whole lot of taunt minions in your opponent's way that keep them from doing anything. I've seen two different versions of the deck. Um, the build that I'm running and the one that I like better is the one that runs the traps and the Emerald Spellstone. There's another version of the deck that I've seen that runs a couple more minions and Prince Keliseth as the only 2-cost guy to kind of boost all of those minions, so that when you're using your big charge minions late in the game, they're a little bit stronger. They're all 8 attack. The 3 big charge minions in the deck. We'll pull up the list here in a second. I was having an OBS issue earlier. But yeah, I'd say Recruit Hunter has kind of moved up into the tier 1 list recently. And it's a pretty solid deck, so I can see why. We're going to take a cube. So unlike the Paladin or the cube Warlock deck that has to, find a way to destroy the cube, usually through like Death Pact or whatever. You're going to use Play Dead, which triggers its death rattle, but it doesn't actually destroy the minion. So you can actually kind of do it twice and get 4 copies of the same card, or play a double Play Dead and get like 4 to 6 copies of the same guy. So if you happen to get lucky and pull something off like King Crush, why am I stuck on? Let's see what we're probably got a Shutter Walk going on here. So I apologize. We're going to miss what he's going to do here for a second. But so this is the list. We'll pull it up front so you guys can see that. This is the list that I started with. I took out 1 copy of Tracking because I have bad luck with that card, and I took out 1 Freezing Trap. I'm considering adding a second Deadly Shot because I've had really good success with that card. And making one, I don't know what I would change just yet for that, but Deadly Shot seems to work out pretty well. Get that out of the way. He's still thinking. Okay. Did my opponent just leave? No, he's still there. He just can't figure out what he wants to do. Or got disconnected. Alright, so this is definitely a Shutterwalk deck, which means he's got lots of minions, or gimmicks and stuff. So I'll probably have a lightning storm or two and a volcano or two. So he could suicide one of his guys into mine and then clear the whole board if he wanted to. This should be interesting. Definitely gonna need a big turn. Definitely gonna need a big turn, but you know, conceptually, you'd do something like you'd play King Crush, he'd attack and do a whole lot of damage, and then hopefully he'd survive to the next turn and not get hexed or polymorphed or, you know, otherwise destroyed. And then the following turn, you'd play Carnivorous Cube, play dead. Or you'd attack with him again, play Carnivorous Cube, play dead to summon 2 copies of him, and then you end up doing, you know, 3 times his damage in one turn. Who did he copy? The Life Drinker. Okay. Charge Devil Sword is the other big minion in the deck. When you cube him and bring him back into play, between the cube and the play dead, his battle cry does not go off. You know, his battle cry is only triggered when you get played from hand. So he's just got another guy with charge, and he can attack heroes all he wants. Give me something good. My other beasts have charge. Yeah, well, they all have charge already anyway. I guess we'll take the guy who's the cheapest. The other interesting thing that you can do with the Witchwood Grizzly is his health obviously goes down for this, but if you cube him and then play dead and bring them back out, they're just a bunch of 3/12s. 3 attack, 12 health minions. Really good at just getting in the way and soaking up damage. Not against something like this that has Hex or Polymorph, or Paladin that has Equality. But hey, we got him to burn something there. That guy's probably not going to live. But if I can make him waste a spell or two, I'll be happy. The subtle changes I did make, I told you I took those 2 cards out because I have bad luck with tracking. Every time I use it, it's either 3 useless cards that I don't want, or it's all 3 cards that I would have rather just drawn in the same order my following turn. So I took 2 of those. I took that out and one of the freezing traps out, and added 2 Savannah Highmanes. I just wanted more beasts. Come on, 2. Come on, 2. Ah. Yeah, well, we kind of figured he wasn't going to live. So I'm thinking I could try my luck again with King Crush. But I feel like I'm kind of just inviting him to volcano me at this point. He's got 6 cards in hand. He's going to draw 1 more. Does he have the other hex? Yep, there's the second hex. That's cool. Let's see what Katharina gives us here. That is actually ideal. We're going to make him beasts. Because ideally now, since I pulled one of the Savannah Highmanes out, that means there's a charged Devil Sword left in my deck. So when she dies, which she should right here, it should bring me out. I was hoping to bring me out a Devil Sword. Yeah, he went all out, huh? Alright, let's start from the beginning. A lot of work, fine. I kind of want this guy. So we can go ahead and we can kill that guy. Sometimes you get in these games where you just need your hero power just to keep getting you minions. But against some of the more common decks, like the Druids, the even handlock kind of stuff, you can tend to just overwhelm them with the quick recessive charge guys. They don't really have the ways to get out of this. But I guess he was out of options. He was going to take a whole bunch of damage this turn anyway. We'll go ahead and play a second game here, give this another shot. See if my OBS is still acting up. It looks like it is acting up a little bit, but may have resolved itself. It's the third time I've had to do this video. I was trying to update some of my OBS settings to try and make my stream quality a little higher, and my computer doesn't seem to like it. Oh, excellent. I was just talking all that crap about beating handlock, and let's see if that's what we're going to play. Yeah, I can make that work. You definitely have a very big mid to late game. Early. Okay, so it is handlock. This is where that deadly shot really comes in handy. You know they're going for the mountain giant that they're going to try and get out by turn 3 or 4, and that card just kind of says thank you for trying. He won't be able to get him out till 4 because he went first, so he doesn't have the coin. So we can run his health down a little bit. See if he's got a cheap 2 cost. No 2 costs. His hand is not full though. I'm going to play the bow. Because if he plays something else other than the giant, I want to at least have another way to kill it. If he had like a cheap... The Witchwood Grizzly is not going to be too effective this game for me with all the minions he should have in hand, or all the cards he's going to have in hand most of the game. But I may end up cubing him. He's going to obviously have ways to heal. He's got amethysts. He's got the shroom guy. That's an interesting card I don't remember seeing on many lists. Okay. Well, we got him down to 15, so if he's got the second one, he can put it out and have a big taunt guy. I'm not too worried about that because I could just charge right through it. Yeah. There's a trap. We like traps. Traps are fun. Let's see if he wants to Hellfire. I actually ended up helping him a little bit there. Because he'll attack with that one first. Yep. I'll put him back in his hand. Oh, his hand's full. I was going to say, if he had a spot in his hand, it would have helped him out. Yeah, see, he's got 8 cards in hand. He'd be a 3/4. Not exactly worth putting out. I'm going to take a lot of damage this turn. But he should not be able to kill me. At least that's what I'm banking on. Yeah, but now I can't kill him. Well, that stinks. I think we lost. What outs do I have? Even if I play him, he's got 8 cards. He's still only a 3/4. I can't cube. Yeah, we lost. Because the best I can do is this, and that, and that, and then he kills me. Alright. So that game didn't quite work out as I had hoped, but at least it ended quick. So we'll try and squeeze one more in. So that's kind of when things don't exactly go the way you want them to. Last game we got to see a little bit of when things kind of go the way you want to. I would like to try and do at least 3 games so you guys get a pretty decent feel for what the deck can do and good matchup, bad matchup. Ugh. This is terrible. This is just terrible. I'm going to put him back. I'm going to keep her. I do not have a very good track record against Elemental Mage, especially with this deck. You'd have to put a lot of early pressure on and win fast, and this game, this deck does not seem to do that very well. Pop the tracking. See, this is exactly what happens when I use tracking. It's like, oh great. I mean, yeah, did I want to draw all those 3 cards the next 3 turns exactly like this? No. But do I want to lose 2 out of these 3 cards? No, I need all these cards. And now I kept Katharina, and I have no big charge minions left in my deck. I got King Crush in there somewhere, but I already, one Devil Sword's gone, and my hero's gone. Or I keep the hero and lose both of them. So that's really part of why I don't like tracking. That card just does not work for me. So I think that'll be the card that comes out for that second deadly shot. This just looks really familiar. It's fine. Well, this should be where he starts getting in his AoE spells. Sucks. I have to lose both of them. I'm sure he's got a polymorph by now, which is just going to ruin everything. There's the other stupid card that these decks play. I hate this Voodoo Doll. It works very well in Mage. It works very well. It's a very good strategy. I just hate playing against it. Works really well in Control Lock as well. But the fact that, especially when you use your Death Knight Jaina, and then you take out their biggest minion and at the same time create a water elemental, it's just really... Alright, let's see what we get. A big taunt minion. Not bad. Could be better. I hate Mage. I really hate Mage. That never works. Ever. That never works. Who even plays this card? Well, he burned one sheep. And I don't think I can get him to burn a second. Yep. Now he'll just start gaining a ton of armor. And then I'll have some big board clear spells. Yeah, if you don't win in like the first 3 turns, it's kind of tough to win. If you don't get rolling early against them, it's kind of tough to win. You can't win in the first 3 turns. It's Hunter. It's not that type of deck. I'm tired. I don't know babbling about it at this point. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's like the 3rd time I've recorded this video because my OBS kept crapping out. Did he actually play that? He did. He didn't even Stonehill Defender that. That's the best we can do. Yep. And now we lose. Unless this creates a wandering monster with taunt. And more than 3 health. Nope. Lucky draw with the Arcane Keysmith. But, like I said, this was pretty much a no-win game to begin with anyway. That one went better than normal, but I kind of expected him just to play Jaina in the next turn or two and get all his life back. But always sucks losing, ending on a loss. So what the hell, let's play one more. Unless we get another mage deck, in which case then we'll just wrap it up. Yay! Alright, Druid. That's a deck we can work with. Not with that hand, we can't, but we don't need you. There's 5 traps in the deck. I don't need you right now either. There's 5 traps in the deck. We want to get at least one of them if we can. There we go. Squeeze out another quick game here. So this setup actually looks a bit better. We get our trap to pump that up. I'll get the bow out next turn. Hero power, possibly a second trap on 4. And then make a bunch of wolves on 5. I could also play him on 5 now, but he's going to have too many cards in hand. He's probably going to do something else and draw like that. Yep. Let's see what he does. He's going big. Is this Malfurion? Or Malagos? Let's make some wolves. See what we can do. A Lich King. Burn my butt. Yeah. I just want him off the board. It would have been better to try and do some bait where I get him to attack me and then trigger the wandering monster. Maybe. But he also just as easily could have just passed. That's a lot of taunts. So this is that deck. So this is Hadronox, probably. Means he's just going to gain a lot of armor and then bring a whole bunch of all these dead guys back. We can beat this. We're just going to have to do a lot of damage all in one turn. But it can be done. Can be done. Discover a copy. I'm going to grab her. Now I need to play dead. Katharina should definitely help, though. We've got at least one Devilsaur still in there. I've got Crush still in there. Oh, and he found them already. He didn't really have that many guys, though. but I'm sure we'll be seeing him again. Let's see what we get. Yeah. Well, I've got a very big board now. Let's see if he's got. I'm sure he's got a plague, or he's gonna bring Hadronox back. Just that. As tempting as it was to cube King Crush there, I do know that this deck does run silences. Oh, now I can't draw a play dead for my life. You gotta be kidding me. The fact that he's pulling all this off this early and this reliably, well, not much you can do about that. And that's going to bring back Hadronox. Yeah, we're pretty much toast. He's just going to make too many. He's going to make more minions than I can. And he got it set up too reliably. And with the amount of cards he's got in his hand, I have to believe he's got ways to bring back Hadronax again. And he's got double Lich King making him all these spells. Yeah, we're going to wrap this up. This is a sour way to end this game. And obviously, like I said, the deck was doing a lot better earlier. But thank you guys for watching. Certainly subscribe to my channel to check out all my Hearthstone and Star Wars videos. And yeah, you guys have a great night.